I've always wondered how they make these teddy bear baby shower centerpieces. So let me show you step by step exactly how I was able to do one, the design that you saw in the thumbnail. So here are all the material that you're going to need for the first step. So I went on to inflate my 11-inch balloons and then size them down to 8 inches for two reasons. One, you definitely want less air. Two, I just felt like the 8 inches was like the perfect size for the volume of the event, and it made it look more uniform and gave it a more professional look. Um, the names of the balloons and the links I will put in the description, and I got all of them from balloononline.com. So for step two, building out the base, I started out by creating two clusters of four balloons, and that's just taking the duplex and twisting it around. That is what a cluster is. Now I took the two clusters, placed them one on top of the other, and twisted them around tightly so that I can start off my base. And then once that was tight, I went on to add the remaining duplexes one at a time until I had a full 12 balloon base. Now the key to this step is making sure that your base is as tight as possible with all the balloon necks touching each other. This is very crucial, if not it's going to look very lopsided. Now for step three, preparing my 5-inch fillers, I inflated the 5-inch balloons and sized them down to 3 inches using the balloon sizer once again, and I created multiple duplexes for this. So basically two of the 5-inch balloons tied together. Now for attaching these fillers, there are two methods that I used, and my personal favorite is going neck to neck, which can be a little tedious. Now to be successful here, you want to find the stretchiest neck available and tie one of the duplex fillers directly onto the neck from the base. Now this method works very well, and for according to me, or it's like the best method because it just looks so clean and so much tighter. And please forgive my hands, they're so ashy and I look like I was like in a fist fight. I have no clue what happened, just forgive me. But anyway, you get to see what they look like when they're tied together. Now the second method is you basically take a 260 balloon and then you cut it into half and tie each end of the half to a duplex. Now, once they are tied together, you want to wrap it around one of the 11-inch balloons that is in the base. Now, this method gives you a little bit more flexibility. I will do this with my garland installs, but again, for this particular centerpiece, I ended up taking that one out and when I tied it neck to neck because I just feel like that was just so much better. But this works as well. Now for the fifth step, you we're going to install on a stand. I was able to repurpose this tabletop stand from a previous event, which I will link in the description as well. Now to create the attachment, I took a 5-inch balloon, created a little hole, inserted a 260 balloon through it, and tied a knot securely around the hole and placed it on the stand. bit of trouble, so I had to redo this step. But you basically take the 260 and secure the 12 balloon base that already has fillers onto it. Now for the cutest part, which is attaching the teddy bear, I went on to create two holes on the bottom and the top of the teddy bear so that the pole could just slide through. Now once the holes were created, I went on to slit the pole through the teddy bear and position it onto the base. I don't know, I just felt like this was a better way to make sure the teddy bear doesn't move, and also it helps with the weight distribution of the balloon, the 12 balloon base. Now once that was all over, I just went on to add a cluster of 4 5-inch balloons on the back so that those sitting on the table looking at the centerpiece from that end will have something, you know, nice to watch if the teddy bear is not facing them already. And that is pretty much it. I went ahead and just placed the base, that tabletop base, onto the wooden circle thingy, and that's pretty much it. If you're interested in seeing how I completed the full install for the party, I'll post a separate video on that. But thank you for watching. If this tutorial was helpful, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe for more step-to-step balloon designs. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Until the next one.